Wow, I had a big weekend last weekend. Celebrated my 34th year anniversary of being married right there. My high school sweetheart. She was 14. I was a janitor. Oh my God. And, my niece is here too. She asked me, she said, Uncle Bob, she goes, what's different now? You've been married 34 years. I said, honey, not much. I go, I'm the one that sits on the bed and cries, it's too big, it's too big. That's the only difference. But we like to watch like those murder mysteries and true crime stuff, you know, but not like the serial killer stuff. We like to watch more, like we call it was love, because they was in love at one point, but like now they're not. But there's so many of them now. I mean, it used to be, it was like Friday night, Dateline 2020, whatever, was like a cool thing. And now it's like whatever, they have the channels for it, it's all over YouTube, like Coffee House Crime, like all this stuff, there's a million of them. And they're really starting to scrape the bottom of the barrel. Because they're, you know, when you put out that much product, the quality goes down. It's like almost anybody now. Like, I'm watching one the other night, they go, in the first 5 minutes, they're like, the boyfriend was found 2 blocks from her house in her car wearing her clothes covered in her blood. I'm like, I got this one. I can do this one. But the old ones, like the victims used to be sort of interesting. You know, maybe they were pillars of the community, or, you know, there was some sort of mystery about it, maybe semi-famous or something like that. And, you know, the announcer would get on and he would say, Elizabeth Kennedy DuPont lived on a 600-acre ranch where she was an equestrian that saved wild horses from slaughter. She even had a petting zoo for retards. But now it's not like that. I mean, the ones now, it's just like anybody. You know, they're just like, Marie was a fun-loving, hard-working mother of 3. And she loved her children more than anything. And they put her picture on, like, not more than math. And like I said, there's no mystery. Like, they talk about them, and, you know, they're like, well, you know, she was hardworking. I mean, she worked at Mrs. Kim's massage parlor. She was fun-loving. Who doesn't like meth, vodka, and an orgy? And the kids, there's 3 kids, but on the show, there's like 7 dads. Like, they're confused. I don't know what's going on. And you know it's going downhill because they always bring out the friend. They always bring out the friend. And the girl has like blonde hair, but with like the black roots. But it's not really black roots. Like half her head is black and the rest is blonde. And she's on national television and insists that she wear a tank top so we can all see her Guns N' Roses tattoo. And she wears her tongue piercing on television. She wears her tongue piercing. They have to put subtitles up so you know what she's saying. But I already know what she's saying. I've watched a bunch of these things. What she's saying is, she really lit up a room. She just lit up the room. She lit up the room. Whenever she came in, I doubt it. There's 20 comments here tonight. We can't light up the room. This girl didn't light up the room. And then they moved to the boyfriend. On these ones now. They moved to the boyfriend. He put his picture up. The announcer comes on and he said, Michael, a 3-time felon, twice divorced. His last conviction was beating his grandmother into a coma. He's unemployed now because he lost his job at the factory in town that makes hammers. I'm like, I can solve this one. I think I got it. And then what's with the cell phones? Like, all these guys take cell phones with them to commit a felony? They take their cell phone? You've seen it. Even the junior detective can solve it once they get that info, right? He goes, hey, Sarge, what we got here is Michael was over here, and then he went to Maria's over there, and then he went to the river. Solved it. And how's this work? How does this work when you take your cell phone with you, like to commit a felony and a major crime? You know, like you're in the middle with her, you're with her, you got her down by the river, and you're just beating the fuck out of you, fucking cheat, bitch, you fucking up. Ding, 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 ding. Hello? Hello? Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Pick me up. Not at the river. Thanks, guys.